Okay, what's up everybody? I am KibbyCase99 and today I am going to be starting Nancy Drew, the Deadly Device. That needs to stop. Dang it, I forgot to do that. I'm sorry. There we go. Okay. So, new game, amateur sleuth, obviously. Turn this down for me. This is too loud. Staff. Ouch. Scientists found electrocuted in a laboratory. Foul play suspected. Wow, that's bad.
Nancy, you made it. Good.
You couldn't tell me much earlier. What's the story?
You'll find all the information in Nico's desk drawer. The combination is 171943.
Got it. I'll need full access to the lab and a cover.
For the cover, say you're doing due diligence for a new investor. I'll back you up if anyone asks. But full access to the lab? No, it's too dangerous.
If I can't investigate everything, I might have a problem on my hands.
All right, I'll have Ellie set up a demo for you. But that's it. The equipment in this lab is extremely dangerous.
Got it.
Approach the case how you want, but I think I know where you should start. Ryan. The police really thought she might be behind Nico's murder. They just couldn't prove it. She built the machine that killed him, and supposedly she'd threatened him. Start there. I've got to leave the office. If you need me, I'll be on my phone. Good luck. Stay safe, and please, help me do right by Nico. He was a brilliant scientist and a good man.
Cool office. A pitching thingy. Not what I expected it to do. Okay, he said, gotta look at the file.
This must be the drawer where Victor put the case file.
171943. Long combination. That's tiny print. Nancy, here are the notes from the police investigation. Keep the contents of this file to yourself and do not remove it from Nico's office. If anyone should discover the file on you, your cover will be blown. Victor. I'm not gonna read like everything. I'm just gonna read like some stuff. So I'm gonna read everything about the victim. Nico Jovic, PhD, 61 years old. Stuff I can't pronounce. Co-owner of Technology of Tomorrow Today facility. Body discovered in Tessitura Lab by Ellie York at 12:13 a.m. Body removed from a corner. Cause of death confirmed as electrocution by a high voltage discharge of the Tesla coil. Victim was widely acclaimed as a genius in his field, known to have poor social skills, perceived as unfriendly or uncaring. Even, don't know if that's the word, by coworkers, never married, no immediate family living. Crime scene evidence, victim's expertise and decades of experience in wireless energy and the high-level safety features built into the Tesla coil's operating procedure indicate against victim's death as a workplace accident. Victim's death. Thank you for those. Christine, hey, welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Victim death as a workplace accident. Victim's death is therefore regarded as suspicious. Lab access research employs only by secure key entry. Mason Quanto, research assistant, day shift. Claims to have been on a date at time of death, but according to his date, they had parted ways by 10:30 p.m. Dislike of victim evident during questioning. Ellie York, research assistant, night shift, on site at time of death, called 911 to report incident. Update: left town the following evening. That's suspicious. Ryan Kilpatrick, technical engineer, day shift, stated that she was driving back to lab from Colorado Springs at time of death, appeared distraught, evasive, and nervous during questioning, but the machine that killed victim. Great Courtright, head of security, night shift. On site of death, don't know pronounce that. If I have reports in here, nobody can understand. And unfriendly towards police, refused to speak of his relationship with the victim. Co-workers seemed uncertain as to how he has continued to keep his position. Victor Lawsett, laboratory co-owner, office offsite, oversees business and financial decisions, stated he was working alone in off-site office at time of death. Weird. I'm just gonna say something. Dang it. Oh, yeah, one sec. Let me do something on here. There we go. There we go. Okay. Jeez, my gosh. I want to get in there. No, it's locked.
It looks like it's missing the opening mechanism.
That was weird. And actually, oh gosh. I think my allergies are starting to get to me. So, how's everybody doing tonight?
It's locked. It's locked.
I'm so sorry about that. Are we cool?
Yes.
Good. I was really hoping you'd be the type not to freak out about something like that. Not that you shouldn't. It's reasonable to freak out after a near-death experience. Not that that was super near-death, but you know, closer than what you get walking through most doors.
It's okay. I'm fine.
Good. I had a whole argument prepared about labs and the risks of working with machinery and the importance of forgiveness. Do you want me to hit all the bullet points?
That's not necessary.
Are you sure? I practiced. No, I get it. I'm Ryan.
What do you do at the lab?
I'm so sorry, but I have to ask why you're here. Why are you here?
I'm Nancy Drew. I'm here to do due diligence for a potential new owner.
I'm sorry. I'm an adult, and there's nothing funny about what you just said. Whoa! Wait! Back to the information. We're getting a new owner?
Maybe, But first I need to ask some intrusive questions.
Oh.
I know you've gotten enough of this, I really do, but it's my job.
I've done worse things for my job.
Like what?
I build tools. They're not always used in a good way.
What do you mean by that?
I couldn't tell you about it if I wanted to. Confidentiality.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just like dying over here. God.
I'd better get going.
Bye.
Man, that hurt. Let's do her stuff.
This could help getting into the lab.
Sure, let's just take stuff while she's standing right there.
Is this your motorcycle?
It's my sweet ride! But it's not done yet. But I'm working on it.
Look at this thing. Sure, let's just take it.
If it looks like I'm busy, that means I'm busy.
Well,
What are you working on?
It's immensely complicated. Get a postgrad in advanced math and electrical engineering, then I'll explain it to you.
Put it in layman's terms.
Fine. There's this shiny magic that lives in the power lines, and it's dangerous and sly like a fox. And I'm using math to trick it into leaving the power lines, without accidentally making everyone die.
That sounds like you're working on the wireless transmission of electricity to me.
If you want to put too fine a point on it, go ahead, stranger. Which brings me to my next point.
Who am I?
Please let the answer be something that justifies me kicking you out of my workspace.
I'm here on behalf of a new potential owner.
Wrong.
No, that's correct.
No, I mean wrong answer for me. Not the answer I wanted to hear.
Do you know why Ryan would want to hurt Nico?
The police already asked the same thing.
Well, what did you tell them?
I said if I were to have killed Nico, it'd be because he stole my work.
Whoa, hold on.
It's just a for instance.
Is it?
Yes, that's because I think logically. I force myself to think from A to B to C, and so on. Ryan is all over the place. For her, it's A to zucchini, to that thing from TV, to maybe C, then on to some non sequitur. I don't trust anyone I can't explain.
Christy, I am doing great. Thank you for asking. Besides the fact of, almost dying. That would not be good.
Who do you see on an average day?
Just me. Sometimes Ryan. You ask a lot of questions. Ever thought of being a scientist?
Sometimes.
Good answer. The world needs more people with questions, and fewer people who are sure they have the answers.
Did you work directly with Nico?
No one worked with Nico. We barely spoke to each other. That's the way he liked it. He practically lived in the lab. If he wanted to look at my work, he'd just root around in my hard drive.
So he'd come in here when you were gone?
No, he'd use the network.
He'd just snoop in your files? That seems kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Not kind of. Entirely. It's unethical, and it allowed him to steal.
What do you remember about the day Nico died?
More than I'd care to.
I imagine. Did anything stick out?
Yes, the police. It was weird. One of us killed Nico, and here they were, talking about a basketball game, like it was any other day.
What else do you remember?
I remember Ryan. They took her out in cuffs. She came back the next day. Never said a word about what happened.
Do you like Ryan?
Let me save you some time. I don't like anyone.
That can't be true.
Observe, and I'll demonstrate. Other people.
You mentioned Nico stealing your work. Can you prove that?
No.
You must be pretty upset about that.
Say what you really want to say.
Did the police know your feelings about Nico?
What a peculiar question.
Do you have a peculiar answer?
I do in fact have a peculiar answer. I actually told the police the truth. A more interesting question is, how is Ryan still a free woman?
Why shouldn't she be?
In this case, the smoking gun is a miswired Tesla coil that she built.
Did you dislike Nico?
Very much so.
Would you go as far as to say you hated Nico?
I would go that far and further. That guy was a jerk.
That seems a little disrespectful, considering...
Does it? Am I supposed to pretend he's great now that he's dead? Lots of jerks have died, and he's one of them. He's a dead, brilliant, jerk madman. The world would be much better off if he'd lived to share more of his intellect. But I selfishly am glad I'll never have to deal with him again.
Christine, yes, he is a jerk.
It seems strange to me that you could be so blasé about a murder.
I deal with things on my own time. But if you are desperate to watch someone cry, Ellie's always available.
Wow.
What's so special about Tesla?
If you have to ask that, you haven't done your research.
I mean, to you, what brought you here?
The work. I turned down Los Alamos in a tenure-track position to be here. Most people don't know this, but the majority of Tesla's work was confiscated by the FBI.
Why?
Could be he was designing weapons. Could be he had a breakthrough that threatened the energy magnates. Don't know. It's all been hidden. What matters is, there's a little bit still here. I always suspected Nico had some squirreled away, and I'd be able to find it. But either he didn't, or I couldn't.
Wow.
You said you were searching for Nico's work. Did you ever look in Nico's personal things?
Of course I looked.
So he looked in Nico's stuff.
I'd better get going.
Goodbye.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Well, okay, he's not gonna let us go in there. Gosh, sorry. Okay, so we looked there. That's what point. So we looked here. Talked to her. Talked to Mason. Now we need to go back downstairs. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Gosh. Don't eat popcorn while streaming, apparently. Yeah. Yeah, no, I knew what you meant.
Hello, Nancy. I forgot to tell you, we've been having a lot of outages lately.
Funny you mention that. I think you're having one right now.
It's nothing to worry about. We've got backup on the big systems. Most of the time, Gray can get things back online in an hour. Occasionally, it takes a while, but rarely does it come close to the critical window.
Critical window?
Some of the equipment can get unruly when the power supply isn't consistent. Don't worry about it, though. Take the time to get settled. Catch up on sleep. All right. Gotta run.
Okay, what's that?
Uh-oh.
Ah, come on. Ow, my toe. Ooh.
Ow. I guess we gotta set it tonight.
This was not what I expected when I set the alarm.
You, come with me.
What's going on?
No chit-chat. Come, now. We need to get the system shut down before the grid goes critical. Get all those switches powered off. I'll do the rest.
Could this have been used to keep the power on? I need to keep this together with any other evidence I find.
There.
Nice work. Now get out.
Who are you? What just happened?
If the grid had gone critical, we'd all be dead right now. I'm Gray. I don't care who you are. Don't tell me. Get out.
Wow, someone's a little jerk.
Don't know you. Who let you in?
But we've already met. In the lab? Never mind. I'm Nancy. I'm here doing research for a new owner.
Just what this place needs.
You're not a fan of the idea?
Nope.
Why not?
Not a fan of most ideas.
That's a strange attitude for someone who works at a research facility.
Might be.
What do you do here?
Job description says security agent. Suppose it's more valid than not.
How long have you worked here?
Don't know.
Can you estimate?
Nah.
You're really not going to tell me how long you've worked here.
So it would seem.
What do you think of Ryan?
Hater.
Why?
You're smart. Carry the sums. You'll get it.
Why were you so concerned about what Mason was up to?
He was messing with tech he didn't understand. I had to make sure he didn't do anything stupid.
What do you think of Mason?
Don't like him.
Why not?
I've got my reasons.
What are they?
Secret. No, actually, I hate him because he's up to something.
What?
I have no idea. Not for lack of trying.
I'd better get going.
Bye.
Sorry, I had an idea for streaming and or something I could do to make my streaming, you know, a lot easier. Yeah. No, I had an idea for how I can make my my Xbox streams a lot easier. I'm hoping I can get it to work. If I can, that'd be amazing. Just trying to get it in my head. 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Um. there we go. Sorry, guys. I just wanted to do that because I did not want to, forget that. Oh, wrong way.
Can I help you? What brings you here? School?
Actually, I'm checking the lab out for a new potential owner.
Oh, yeah. Nancy, right?
Yes.
Ellie. Victor wanted me to show you the coil. I guess you could say you're lucky. Most people never get to see the inside of the lab. And we're not exactly up to giving tours, considering. Ready?
Yes.
Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Is this the coil that was responsible for Nico's death?
Yes. It's been rewired since that night. It never should have been set up that way in the first place.
Why was it wired that way? There must have been a reason, right?
Now, I need you to focus on what we're doing. It's very dangerous. What you're in right now is called a Faraday cage.
Well, how does it work?
Basically, it conducts the electricity away from whatever is inside it, keeping you safe. Here we go!
I would be so scared. I'd be like, look, I'm gonna be straight before, not
Okay, that's it. Back to the office.
Thanks for the demo. Any chance you could let me look around in the lab sometime?
Nope.
Can you tell me what you do at the lab?
In plain terms, I'm a research scientist.
How long have you worked here?
Some days it feels like decades. I don't actually know. 2 years? Maybe a bit less.
Do you share the office?
In a way. Mason's station is over there. He's in during the day.
Who else was here the night Nico died?
Gray. I think that's it.
You said the coil should never have been wired the way it was the night Nico died. Why not?
Wiring the secondary and primary coils together is a good way to get yourself killed. Or someone else.
Are you sure it was Ryan?
Yes.
Why would she do that?
She said Nico insisted.
Does that sound like something Nico would do?
I never understood him. But if he was even a fraction as smart as his work leads me to believe, why would he do something so dangerous?
Did you know Nico well?
No, but it wasn't for lack of trying.
So you weren't friends?
I don't know if he had friends.
He wasn't well liked?
No, it's not like that. I just don't think he needed people. Or if he did, then he hid it well. He was too much of a scientist.
You said Nico was too much of a scientist. What did you mean by that?
I'm organized in the way I think, but Okay, take Mason, for example. He lives his life the way I work.
How so?
In all of the ways. When he makes a sandwich, he alphabetizes the ingredients.
Wow.
He's not human. Not that he's... It's hard to explain. Like if a computer had legs and a sweater, it'd be Mason. What it comes down to is, I'm 20%. Mason, maybe 60. Nico was 100% a scientist.
Black Rose asked me that when I was streaming Red Dead Redemption 2 a couple days ago. No, I have not, and I'm probably not going to, because I have seen some of the reviews, and I've watched the trailer, and it doesn't really look good. I've heard of some people saying that they made Nancy be bratty and sarcastic, and I'm like, that's not Nancy. That's not the way that she is in the books, or even in the games. So I just don't feel like I'm gonna like it just by what I've seen on trailer and what I've heard. So I'm probably not gonna watch it, but it is coming out on DVD, 27th of this month, 28th, one of those. And what about you?
Why do you and Mason work opposite schedules?
I'm a night Ellie.
Any other reason?
And as a good Southern girl, I know if you don't have anything good to say, you keep it zipped, like this.
Did Nico have a hard time with people?
Not a hard time, not exactly. It was like he was plugged into a different current than the rest of us. People were to be studied and observed, but that was all he wanted. At least I hope that's how it was.
Is there a way into the lab without a key card?
No. Trust me, I've tried. I'm not great at remembering to bring my card, and Gray does not like letting me in.
Was Nico close to anyone in the office? Did he talk to anyone?
Don't think so, really.
Bye.
Bye. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Mason's not very forgiving. You don't want to be messing with his stuff.
Yeah, I do.
Sorry, I was just a little curious.
You know, he's not here.
Okay.
Make you a deal. He's been lording his high score at aggregation over me. Take him down, and I'll let you poke around.
I'll let you go.
Bye.
So I'm gonna go into the lounge and beat Mason's high score. Okay. Hey. Dang it. Mm. Dang it, it's right there. Mm. How to do this? Slowly getting there. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm that way too. Like I read all the books, you know. None of the movies that they have done, you know, come close to what she was in the books and now in the games. The only thing that they got almost perfect, like it was, you know, so close. I mean, like it is close enough to where I love this series. It is the 1970s movie series. I'm sorry. Um, and it is amazing. I love it so much. Yes. What now? Dang it. Dang it. Get myself caught here. Dang it. Come on. Of course. So close. Mm. Okay, now I need to keep going. Gosh, that was hard. Man, I love the stars. The little star thingies. They're great. Yeah. Yeah, and, I was talking to my, mom about the movie, and I said, basically, they just made George and called her Nancy. If they made George in, like, today's thing, like, they made George and called her Nancy. It was just so stupid. Boom, boom. Nope. There. Yes, we're getting somewhere, guys. Dang it, no we're not. I'm stuck. No. Oh. Yes! Beat him? Dang it, I didn't. I have stars on 3. Heck yeah. Dang it. Yes! Did I beat him? Yes! Yes! Okay, quit. Yay! Woohoo!
Hi.
I beat Mason's high score.
You did good, kid. This is me looking the other way. It's a limited time offer.
I'll let you go.
Bye.
Okay. And I'm gonna snoop through stuff. Let's do it. His password. Sorry, I typed in the wrong thing. Yay! Did it!
Whoa. Ryan should never have been released. Better follow up on this.
I know, right? It is. Strangely, but it is. It's so good. Okay. Did that, so we're good. We can leave here, and then go get Gray out of his office, and then we can then do the thingy. As if he wouldn't see her standing there. Right by the button. It's like, oh hey, there's a girl right there standing by the button. I'm gonna go see what's wrong in here. Yay. I grabbed that this time.
I need to get all of the numbers shown clockwise on the wheel using their binary code.
Yay.
These must be the key cards used to access the lab. I should figure out which number belongs to whom. That number is from the night of the murder. It doesn't appear anywhere else in the logs.
LBTY 510258. Why don't they have
Just
a video?
Nico.
Why don't they have a video, no sorry, not a video, a camera inside the why don't they have a camera inside the lab? I better hurry. He's gonna come back and is, gonna be second chance for me.
She's bypassing the security system. Interesting. Can't leave the card behind. That doesn't sound good. Ellie might want to know about this.
Oh, gonna go upstairs.
Oh, Nancy? What's up?
Is the hall just outside the lab supposed to hum?
Nope.
Snoop!
I need to find a way to play this. These could be useful.
Yeah, let's just check whatever the heck these are. Why not? Man, coding is complicated. Really is complicated. We're gonna get Gray out of there. Oh. Still going, okay. Okay, let's see if we can do this and do it fast. Okay, V F R W O D Q G G U H Z. Oh jeez. Okay. Oh. This is wrong. Reset. I got the wrong thing. Okay. Nope, wrong one. Give me that one. Thank you. 2. So 1. 3. 4. 4. 5. 6. Yeah, no. Takes a long time. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. So if I did it right, you guys.
I need a card to get in the lab.
Yes! It worked! Yes! Okay. Let me see on here. Sorry. Okay. Now that I flipped my phone around, it takes a long time for me to do this. There it is. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go get me something to drink, because I am, like, dying of thirst. But I'll be back in just a minute, okay? Hold on a sec. I need to get used to this. I added something here. Well, y'all aren't gonna see it. I'm gonna take away something from this, but let me do it. Hey, what's up? Why am I not there? What happened to me? I'm gone! No, there we go. I'm there. Okay. Yeah, wanted to run and get me a drink. Got me a Star Wars cup. Star Wars. Gotta love Star Wars. Ah, good old Sunny D. Okay, you all left. Come back. We're playing. Okay, let's take a look at the workbench. Not gonna look at? Okay. A beaker. I'm gonna go to... There we go. Okay. There we go.
Hello?
That's fun. Okay. Take a look at the 3D printer. That's cool. The 3D printer is really cool. You know, for what I've seen on here.
Something must be broken.
Here.
Time to replace the capacitors like Ryan's note in the book described.
Do that later on.
That must be where the switch goes. It looks like something is missing.
Oh yeah, considering it's a big square hole in that.
I have the clues I need. Time to figure out the correct sequence.
Now, we need...
This looks dangerous. I should make sure I know what I'm doing before I start.
Okay. Let's go to sleep. Oh, phone call. Coco Kringle.
Hey there, Nancy Drew.
Hi,
Oh
Deirdre.
no.
Are you in Colorado by any chance?
Yes, how did you know?
Some friend of my dad's called me for a reference for you.
And you gave him a good reference?
Well, I told him the truth.
That was very nice of you.
Was it? By the way, don't make a habit of it. Okay? Bye.
Wait, hang on a sec. I might need some outside help with this case.
Did you forget that I don't like you?
No, but I know you're studying criminology, and maybe someday I could help you out.
Oh, a non-specific promise with the word someday. Sounds too tempting to ignore. Yet, here I go.
Like y'all know, it's in Midnight in Salem. I'm gonna make me a cheese quesadilla. That sounds good. Oh, that's funny. Ah! I just thought it was getting me.
What's happening? Are you okay?
I'll never be okay again.
What is that thing?
An abomination of technology. It's some creepy robotic cat that someone, I suspect Mason, is tormenting me by leaving all of its awful parts everywhere.
I've seen one of those before. If I find all of the pieces, I bet I could put it together.
As long as you promise to throw it into a fiery volcano once it's completed. That thing is the undisputed mayor of Nightmare Town.
Do you know how I can play a media card?
Yeah, Nico's personal player. I meant to fix it earlier. Get me some Coco Mellows from Nico's office, and I'll have it working for you.
From the candy machine? How exactly does that thing work?
Here, this should do the trick.
Thanks.
But
Who do you think killed Nico?
A little part of me thinks it's Gray.
Why?
I'm a little scared of him.
Any reason in particular?
Oh, you know. His voice, and general demeanor, and his face, and pretty much everything else about him. Those two had a strange relationship. They fought constantly, not sure why.
I need to rebuild the missing part from the large Tesla coil. Can you help me out?
I think I've got the plans here. Yep. Here you go.
Thanks.
Thank you. Working here, I forgot that phrase existed.
Wow, that was bad.
Do you know how I can get the little Tesla coil in the lab to work?
The circuit board is shot. You seem like you know what's up. I bet you could make a new one yourself. You'll find everything you need in the photo lab.
The part that was responsible for Nico's death is missing. Do you know where it went?
No.
Are you sure? You sound like you're not telling me something.
I destroyed it. It's gone.
Wow.
Why destroy it?
Because I made it! You know what? I need you to leave me alone right now. Go, please.
So, but she has to go to Nico's office anyway to fix this media player. Couldn't she just get the Cocomellos and then fix the media player without us having to get it? It seems kind of pointless.
It looks like a memory lock.
Oh gosh, hurry. Hurry! Yes!
Great. Just what Ryan wanted.
Well, that was actually kind of hard. Okay, now we can take this back to her, and then get the... And she will go fix the media player.
What's up?
Here's the candy bar you wanted.
Great. I'll start fixing it right now.
Okay, now... Nope, wrong way. Gotta go to the lab. It's this way.
The red must mean it's locked. I bet if I turn everything blue, it'll open.
Yay! This is the part that I hate. Oh. Okay.
I need to connect all of the circuits.
Can you like back out and reset it? Dang it, you can't. Okay. So getting there, you guys. This.
All done.
Yes.
Now it's time to etch the design.
Yay. Okay. First, I get it. Okay. This. This. Start. Okay, now I can go to office and do the thingy.
It's Wednesday. I've clocked 49 hours of work this week. I found another note from Ryan on my door this morning. This time a threat. She continues to surprise. She's smarter than she looks. And then later she confronted me by the couch in the lounge and handed me another of her threats. I didn't bother taking it with me. The coil as is, it's little more than a plaything. I can't get the proper flow using the original design. I've got schematics drawn up for an entirely new prototype, but maybe that step isn't necessary. The math is solid, and the small-scale experiments are running at an efficiency of about 80%, and that's using the old design. I checked in on Mason's work today. He has the strangest attraction to exactly the work I'd most like him to avoid. I'm starting to question if he knows what he's toying with. I've made my message to him clear, yet he keeps going back to the rough materials application portion of the process. Perhaps it's time Gray tightens up the network to keep him in line. Maybe it's time to replace him. He's been less of an asset than I expected anyway.
If Mason heard this, woohoo.
I'm finding myself spending more and more time down in my study in a state somewhere near sleep. Viewing the schematics in my mind, looking for flaws. Doesn't make sense that I'm finding none.
Now I'm gonna go talk to Ryan. Oh, no, wait, no we don't. No we don't. Duh. Unless you're dying to see the inside of a body bag, I suggest you rethink your plans. You're smart enough to know what's going to happen if you don't stop. Nico, consider what I'm saying. If you run the coil in that configuration, it's going to kill you. For the last time, no. If you make me do this, you're going to end up dead.
Whoa, better follow up on this.
I'll be personally accepting my award at the Visionaries in Science Conference on the night of the 24th. I certainly believe I can do what I say. You'd better as well. Now we need to go talk to Ryan. Come on, elevator, go up. There we go.
Hi.
You snuck in without logging in the day before the murder. Why?
I lost my key. It happens.
Isn't this place extremely well secured?
The labs are. Building. I have my tricks. And no, I'm not sharing.
I found these notes in the lounge. Is this your handwriting?
Yes.
So you admit to threatening Nico?
It looks like a threat, but it really isn't.
What else could it possibly be? It says right here.
I know what it says.
Then what?
A warning. It means just what it says. He wanted me to build something that could kill him. I had to make sure he knew what he was working with.
Do you have anything to prove that's true?
You know what? I need you to leave me alone right now. Go, please.
Whoa. Okay, you guys, I will be, well, hold on. I'm having my mind is just blanking for some reason. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, that is the end of today's stream. Thank you all so much for, watching, for chatting, and I hope to see you all tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, when I finish playing this game, Nancy Drew the Deadly Device. I may be changing the time to 7, I don't know yet, I'll let you all know. So, yeah, and be sure to go to my Discord. I will be on there for about 10 to 15 minutes after I'm done streaming, if y'all want to chat and stuff like that. Christy, you are welcome for the stream. So anyway, and then, oh yeah, plus, I know I told you all that I'd be having a thing called Multiplayer Monday, but because of me wanting, because of me wanting to play all of these Xbox games and PS4 games, I am going to be playing Xbox games and PS4 games 3 days a week, not 2. So I'm totally getting away with Multiplayer Monday, and I'll be continuing Arthur Morgan's story in Red Dead Redemption 2 on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to get the full schedule of my stream, just scroll down below. And why am I?
Hey there, champ. How's my favorite buddy?
What do you want, Deirdre?
What do I want? This is about what you want, Nancy Drew.
Is that so?
It could not be more so. I come bearing apologies. I want to help you, Nancy Drew. I want to be your girl on the inside of the exciting world of criminology.
Why the sudden change of heart?
Because apparently it still counts as plagiarism if you pay someone to write your paper. I mean, is capitalism dead? Because that's what it seems like.
And you want to help me because...
I made a bargain with my prof. If I can help an actual murder investigation, I'll get credit. So I help you, you help me collect data for my paper, and balance is restored to the universe.
How exactly can you help me?
I've got permission to use our criminal database. In fact, I already read up on the case.
That could come in handy. All right, it's a deal.
Great. Call when you need help, and I'll do what I can. Just don't call me when I'm busy.
Will do. You read up on the case, right? I don't understand why Ryan was under so much scrutiny but never sent to trial.
From what I gathered, something didn't add up with the video and the timeline. Someone had to be in the lab with Nico. Otherwise, he'd still be here today.
So if her alibi stands up, it couldn't be her.
Exactly. Unless there's something big I'm missing.
Something's weird about this whole thing.
Well, don't keep me in suspense. Figure this out.
I asked her about the night of the murder. She was pretty much mute. I'm undercover here. I can't push too hard. Can you see what you can find on your end?
I'll see what I can find. All I've got is the database. Don't expect any miracles.
Okay. I am going to do that. Okay. So now I'll be getting off. If you all want, type in ! streaming schedule in the chat feed, and you all will see my full schedule. Yeah, and I hope to see you all tomorrow at 6 or 7. I'll let you all know. Eastern time when I finish this game, Nature Shoot the Deadly Device, and on Monday I'll be continuing Arthur Morgan's story in Red Dead Redemption 2 at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope you all have a good day or night, whatever it is for you all, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys. Bye, Christy.